Real straight Killerville, dog.
The way you reach for me in the heart of the night, the things I feel for you, I can't say just right. If it's all I'll ever do, I live my love for you.
Beats by Trill, straight Killerville, dog.
What's good? We are back. Another live from Fayettenam Friday. I'm the one and only Paul Masson. I'm joined by Trillanoyx, Trax, and Mr. J. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Doing good, doing good.
That's what's up. As usual, we got a special guest. This cat is all the way from Durham. I just want to give y'all a little story real quick. First time I seen him perform, he literally came to Fayetteville. I think it was the Odyssey on Scarborough Road, outperformed everybody. And I was like, who the fuck is this cat? This cat is a problem. I mean, he just came to Fayetteville, outdid all the Fayetteville cats. He had some Durham cats with us. They wasn't fucking with him. Let's bring him on. The one and only Jozeemo.
What's up? What's
Josie,
up?
what's good, man?
Chillin' was
Appreciate
good,
you
man.
joining us.
Man, it's good to be here.
Yeah, man. I remember that first time you came to Fayetteville, man. I swear you made us all look bad, man.
Man, it's all love. It's all love, man.
I'm gonna let my man Mr. J, since he set up the interview, I'm gonna let him start off with the questions. I know he got a few questions that he want to get off his chest for you.
That's what's up.
Really, we just wanted to start with a baseline, kind of give people, just a little bit of background on yourself and how you got started, and just interactions with different people.
All right, so I actually grew up in Chicago, and I moved to North Carolina in like 1990. Went to high school down in Fuquay, then moved to Durham. By way, went to the military for a little bit. Went to college for a little bit. Went to the feds for a little bit, and here we are.
Nice little well-rounded situation.
A well-rounded individual indeed, brother.
Word. What else you got?
I said, what'd you say?
Nah, I thought he had another question.
Hey, you got more questions?
Yeah, so how did you, getting involved with the whole Durham scene? How'd y'all get involved with like Little Brother? How'd you set yourself up?
All right, so when I moved to Durham, I moved to a street, and all the homies I had, we was a collective. Our little group was called LOB, and we used to go to the Jaguar all the time. The Jaguar was the popping club in Durham at the time, and D.Y. Nasty and Knucklehead from K97.5 radio. They was there, and they had a little open mic, and I went in there and I rapped, and I had rocked the club. So Knucklehead was like, well, yo, we had this Freestyle Friday shit. You need to call in and do that. So I started doing a Freestyle Friday, and it's crazy. I won like 13 weeks straight. Like, I won so long, they had to retire, nigga. I was smoking niggas. It was crazy. So, all of Durham was tuning in. Like, not only all of Durham, nigga, everybody in prison, everybody at work, niggas wouldn't even go in the club until they heard me rap on the radio. So, like, my following was so organic and so authentic because, this was before social media. So if you was dope, you really had to be fucking dope because all we had was word of mouth. So, like, that's how it started. Little brother and them niggas heard about me. They would show up at the local 506 in Chapel Hill. That's where everybody was goddamn getting it popping at. They couldn't understand how a nigga that wasn't signed would bring like 75 motherfuckers, paying motherfuckers into the spot to see him rock. And that was the movement. Like, it was all organic and authentic. And so the legend of Jozeemo began. You feel me?
You know what's crazy? I went to the local 506. I mean, I never seen nobody else bring like 75 paying customers in there at all. It was just typically an artist with a few more artists. So that's crazy, especially at an open mic.
Yeah.
And shouts out to Kazi for doing that. You had some more questions for Mr. J?
I'll let y'all go ahead. Get y'all.
How long did you live in Chicago?
So I lived in Chicago for 7 years. From age 7 to age 14, I lived in Chicago.
Any of that Chicago life, did it carry over to North Carolina with you? Like the mentality or anything?
Dog, when I moved from Chicago to North Carolina, we moved to fucking Fuquay Verena. You hear what I'm saying? Like,
that's way different.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it was to the point where I would walk down the street And dudes be like, hey, what's up, cuz? And you know what? I'm gonna be like, what's up then? Like, you don't talk to nobody you don't know in the city. Like, you don't just speak to randoms, like being friendly. So it was an adjustment, but you know, I was a teenager. But yeah, it was kind of crazy coming to North Carolina. But that ain't what really threw me off. You wanna know what really threw me off?
What's that?
But in the city of Chicago, in the 80s,
Uh-huh.
it was all black people, no white people.
Damn.
When you see white people at all, there were no white teachers at my school, no staff. Everybody was black. So when I moved to the Fuquay and started going to school with these little white girls, I lost my fucking mind. It was all bad.
It remind me of here, man, because here in DC where I'm at, I mean, it's 98% black.
Everybody
I mean,
black.
I don't see a white person until I go to work or I talk to Paul. You know what I mean? So it's either one of them. I mean, but for a little more context for the people though, when did you move from Chicago to North Carolina?
He said when he was like 7 years old.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm talking about like what year?
Oh, what year?
Yeah, and what year did you start, with the rapping? You know what I'm saying? Just for a little more context.
All right, so I got the Fuquay. I started rapping with this cat named Twan Black. He ended up joining a group called Parlay and going to fuck with the Rough Riders when they had that popping. And it was just a hobby. But when I moved to Durham, like, I went to Job Corps and shit, and then I went to the military. And when I came back from the military, I moved to Durham because my mother had lived up there. And like when I got with the homies on the block, Barnes Avenue, we would just be kicking it and I would rap and they'd be like, yo, your shit is crazy, man. Like, you need to start doing something with that shit. So, we started doing the club. I did the radio. This dude named Paulie Snubnose from 21st Records out of Raleigh.
Remember him?
He heard me.
Definitely.
And once he heard me, he was a rapper, right? Once he heard me, he was like, yo, I ain't rapping no more. I want to manage you.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
Man. Now, if you want to know about the little brother thing, like how I linked up with them, like I said, I've been to college, I've been to the military, I've been to the feds. So when I caught my Fed bid, Ninth Wonder wrote me a letter. I ain't know these niggas. You feel me? Like, I knew of them, but like, we won't squad or none of that shit. So he wrote me a letter, sent me some money. I wrote him back. I'm like, I don't need your money at all. Like, if you want to do something for me, have me when I get home. You feel me? Like, y'all got it popping. Have me when I get home. I got the talent and shit. So when I came home, niggas kept their word. They signed me.
That's dope.
Damn.
Shout out to Knife Wonder. What's one of my questions? Like, okay, I've been doing my homework on you. Saying this week, I had a little eventful week. I had to take 2 days of PTO last week. But I mean, so I was listening to it. I listen to it while I'm at work, so I'm listening to the songs and stuff like that. I mean, first of all, you got flow. You got different styles. You got storytelling. You got all that. But the one thing that caught my eye, as a producer, is that like your beat selection. Your beat selection is really broad, and And to me, it's like a lot of like MCs that really spit be scared to choose those type of beats because you be saying some hard shit over some actually like happy beats or whatever you want to call them. You know what I mean? So what is your what do you do like when you be selecting beats or whatever? And where does that come from?
This is where it come from. When I got signed with the Hall of Justice, right? Little Brother and them label, like Big Doe is the one that signed me. Right after I got signed, Ninth Wonder left. They broke up. Okay, Little Brother broke up. I thought I was going, ride that wave for a little bit to really get it popping, but it didn't happen. So like them producers over there, that dude Crisis and shit, they didn't like me. I wasn't no backpacker. I was a street nigga, so they really didn't like me. So like I would get all the throwaway beats. The beats I got from Ninth was throwaways. I had that guy that hit me jam, like he had that jam for years and ain't nobody fuck with it. So I'm like, okay, let me prove my worth. Nigga, I'll rap over some spoons clicking. So, I had to be able to make something hot out of that. You feel me? So like that's why my selection be so broad. Because nowadays I listen to like music that's winning, quote unquote. And you know, like I'm gonna keep it real. Like it be some songs out that's top 10, and some of these beats is trash. But like it's a lane for it. So like I can make music to anything. Like that's why I pride myself on, you know what I'm saying, being an artist that much.
Yeah, I mean, that is the truth what you said though. Like, I mean, throughout my experience, like somebody would come through and I play some beats, like, yeah, you're gonna feel one of these. But they will always pick, you know, saying the beat, the random beat that you don't like or whatever, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, like your beat selection, like to me, is impeccable. And I haven't listened to all the albums. I ain't even gonna front. You know what I mean? I'm halfway through the second one, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. So
Right.
I mean, they dope. You know what I mean? Like you caught me lyrically, which is hard to do at first, you know what I mean? But I did notice, you know what I'm saying, like your broad range and your selection of beats, which is to me the most important skill of an MC, other than rapping, is beat selection. I mean, a lot of rappers fail, you know what I'm saying, from beat selection. And they be
Right.
spitting some hot stuff, but they beat selection is just horrible. Yep. So that's all I got for right now, Paul. What you
I
got?
got another question. This is an old song you had. It was "Who We Are" featuring Joe Scudder. It says produced by Evidence. That's Evidence from Dilated Peoples.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So, you know, I mean, like, truth be told, you know, when I was with the Hall of Justice, like, nigga, Little Brother famous. Like, I don't know how many people really know about Little Brother, but like, right now, if they were like, we all get together and we got them do it, they would sell out Coliseums, bro. Like, sold out. That's how big Little Brother actually is. So, nigga, they had connections. I mean, I could have got beats with some of anybody. You feel me? Like, but Big Doe was trying to figure out, like, damn, man, I don't know how to market you. So he wanted to link me up with other hardcore underground dudes like Sean Price, God bless the dead. Sean Price ended up being
Rest
my
in
man
peace.
from
Yeah.
Helter Skelter. So me and Sean Price got tight. We actually did a song together on his project. But to keep where we're going, like, I mean, that was, niggas didn't know what to do with me. So he said they're gonna put out a compilation of me, Joe Scudder, and Sean Dawn and Pooh, and they called it Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
I got that.
And like he just put all us together and threw some shit out. But I'm like, if you haven't heard of it, because it was after they left, you know what I'm saying, their major deal, they left Atlantic Records, and you know, they were back on the indie shit. So like, you know, a lot of these songs you might have heard just came about from them trying to figure out something to do with me after they signed me.
And that's a common theme with a lot of rappers. Like, you know, people assign them and don't know what to do with them. Like, I mean, to me, I mean, just let them do themselves. Like, you know,
Let them cook.
You
yeah,
know,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You brought me in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You brought me in the kitchen.
Cook.
You gave me all the pots and pans.
Right.
Just let me cook.
Let
You know
me
what I mean?
cook.
Like, yeah, like, I mean, I don't never understand it. I mean, there's a lot of, just imagine how many MCs and artists that done got brushed under the rug, man, just because some label didn't know what to do with them at the time.
Bro, and what was really crazy is, and I think about, like, if they would have just gave me the platform, they would just like, fuck it, just do your music. Fuck the music, because I'm like a businessman. I'm a personality. Nigga, I go viral off of everything but music.
That's
My
crazy.
comedy, my food videos, like I'm talking about legit viral. So like if they would have put me in a position, it would have been easy to push that shit, the whole label and myself, to the next level, because like I'm so much more than a rapper. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, I could have covered all ground, but you know, shit happened how it happened.
It's funny how nowadays that would work.
Yeah, back then they wasn't
Yeah,
trying to cover
you
all
know
the
what I mean?
grounds.
Yeah,
Nowadays you
but
got to cover all the
nowadays,
grounds.
nowadays
Yeah.
they let a rapper cook. You know what I'm saying? They be on the internet doing stupid shit online and stuff like that. Like, you know,
Right.
now, I mean, like, you know, it's crazy though.
I was
I mean,
before my time with the thinking, man. But like, hey,
yeah, but you know,
I was loyal and I played the game, right? I ain't flip out on niggas. I mean, I did flip out on Ninth, but that's a whole nother story.
So how long you been doing the comedy?
I've been doing it for I don't know, a couple years, man, was crazy. The first video I did, I was at the crib and I checked the mail and I had got a child support check. I got one deadbeat baby mama, right? Like he don't do
Hey,
shit. I can't. So
hey,
like
he just triggered me.
so out the blue, I had got a child support check, and it was just for a couple times. I was like, "Oh shit!" So I was like, "Well, let me do a video." And I took the check, and I was like, "Yeah, that's right, bitch. Your eyebrows ain't gonna be on fleek no more." Yeah, I posted that video, and like the next day, it had 50,000 views. I looked up; it was on World Star. Like, and
Oh
then like
shit.
I was like, okay, well, you know, people fucking with the little crazy shit I be doing, like not on purpose. So I mean, that's where it started.
Yeah, I
But
saw the one you did with the watermelon. Talking about your grandma told you to put salt on the watermelon and make it sweeter. You spit it right out
Yo,
everywhere.
look on TikTok, that shit got 3 million views.
Hey, yeah, I love some TikTok. TikTok is crazy like that.
To get back to the music, you had the laugh now or cry now, laugh later. You had the untold story, to name a couple.
Right.
You did a joint with G Yama. I'm a mess. I'm gonna butcher his name up. I shouldn't. I shouldn't
G
butcher.
Yamazawa.
Thank you.
yeah, you weren't about to get that one.
You on that remix. You were on that remix. You know what I mean? That was dope. So what do you think is one of your favorite joints to be a part of, or you know?
All right, so I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Like that cry now, laugh later shit. That shit was trash. All right, that's the album I put out with the Hall of Justice, and you know, like I said, Doe didn't know what to do with me, so I had a collection of songs with bullshit beats that I know was bullshit beats, and I had a bunch of songs, and he was like, "Well, yo, we just gonna put this out to get the people something," and I'm like, "Nah, that's whack, my nigga. Like, we can't do that." But you know, you the boss. We put that trash out, man. It did nothing. It got bad reviews. So on my own, I linked up with this dude named Black Jeruz. At the time, he was working for G Unit. So I hooked up with Jeruz and we came out with a project together. It's called True Identity. Now, that's my favorite shit because I did that shit on my own. So like True Identity is crazy. Like, yeah, that's my favorite one.
Out of all of them.
Out of all of them. Because like, you know, I dropped my last one maybe a year ago. It was called Vandal Savage. It would be True Identity. A close second is after I left the label, Doe hooked me up with my own distribution label through Empire. So like now I got a couple artists up under me, and you know I just do my shit as a record label. But the first jam I put out on my own was True Identity. Right after that was a joint called TV Land, and those two are my absolute favorite. If I had to pick, it'd be both of them.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear that one. Like I said, I mean, I'm still on my journey of listening to your stuff. Like I said, I'm on the, as far as YouTube go, I'm on the second album. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you know, I'm on the second album right now. I've been listening to it all day at work. Came home, you know what I'm saying? Listen to a few more tracks. You know what I mean? I'm loving them. I mean, like I said, what struck me was your beat selection, you know what I'm saying, and your lyrics. But as far as what I want to say, well, as far as me, I mean, what you got new coming out? Are you still working on stuff? Or you concentrating on the comedy? Or I just heard you say you got a couple of artists under you, or are you concentrating on them? Or
so on 420 by artist Jack D. Frost, JACC Frost. He dropped a project called White Trash Music, and he dropped it. He's a wild boy. He's a wild boy. But yeah, he dropped the project on Block Huggers Entertainment, and like, you know, I'm really just I felt like I had a good run. You dig what I'm saying? I can still rap. Don't get me wrong, I can still rap, but I like to put my energy behind other people, searching for new artists, giving people a chance, because like, you know, it was hard as hell for me to find a platform. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like, to have a platform where I can express myself how I wanted to without being controlled. So I offer that to, you know, up and coming artists, but like my trade-off is, hey, you better have a fucking grind, because I ain't giving you no marketing dollars. I'm giving you the platform. You grind it yourself, but I'll give you the majority of your money and let you track it. You feel me? Like off of strangers shit, but motherfuckers don't know. Strangers pennies, right? like old record sales. Streams is pennies unless you're doing 50 mil. But like you can get your buzz up, you can get your tour going, all that's your money. Like you do that, you go eat. I'm gonna put it there where you go grind out, you do your South by Southwest and all that good shit, and you get it popping. So, like, yeah, and my comedy, my Instagram, Jozeemo, like I got these stories about a dude named James. Y'all gotta check my stories about the longest threesome ever. Fucking hilarious. One of the videos got like 3 million views on Instagram. Like I'm telling you, I go viral everywhere.
I mean, look, I mean, being that you know what I'm saying, you're getting all this, you know, you're going viral and stuff like that. I mean, this might be the perfect time to actually add some music into it too. I mean, you know, I mean, everybody's doing it nowadays. I mean, everybody's multifaceted and doing different things. So, you know, I mean, that'd be a waste of talent. I mean, you know, but that's just me talking.
Man, you know what? If I could link up with like a dope producer and did it like how I did True Identity, just get the beat and go in, and you know what I'm saying? Like I could possibly think about
You know what I'm saying? For real?
hey, that was a shameless plug, but I love it. So we definitely gotta link up and see what's going on, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, look, I'm sitting here like Christmas waiting on my NPC, man. Man, hey, look, I missed the first wave on the NPC. So, you know, they had to, you know what I'm saying, like go manufacture some more.
Right.
I'm waiting. Hey, I check that shit every day, dog. That shit said April 30th. So I'm waiting for that shit. I'm trying to tell you, I'm start kicking these niggas necks in. I'm trying to tell you.
It would be dope. It would be dope to jump on some new music, Brennan. And in the meantime, between time, man, I just keep pushing. I just try to push everything, like my comedy, my little acting. You know,
I mean, you can do everything nowadays. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing frowned upon. You know, like it was back in the day. Like you could be a rapper and imagine in the 90s talking about imagine being Ice Cube in the 90s talking about I want to go do comedy at a club.
right.
You know what I mean? Like you would have been canceled, but nowadays you can do all that. I mean, that's the beauty of nowadays, you know, but I think a lot of the music suffers because you don't know if somebody's real or they just trying to be viral or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But you know, I mean, real music, real MCs, real talent shines. So you can do 5 things as long as you know what I'm saying, the talent is going to show. So
can I ask y'all a question?
Yep.
So y'all been keeping up with y'all know anything about the P. Diddy Meek Mill situation?
Yeah.
uh-oh.
So wait a minute now. There's a video out. It's on like Twitter, X, everything about the bodyguard who recorded this. He recorded the footage and he started talking about how the champagne was spiked, the nigga was passed out, and like it was very graphic. It's been all over the place.
I haven't seen it.
If you do come across and see it, you're gonna recognize the bodyguard. Me. I recorded this video, dog, in my front room, man.
Come on.
Listen, Jaguar Wright was talking about me, bro. I know y'all know Jaguar.
Yeah. She
He was talking about me like, oh yeah, he got paid to record that and this, that, and the third. Like, it's all wild. But like, what's crazy is I did it because it was a fucking joke. For real. Dude, I looked up, it was on World Star. Niggas had it on YouTube. It was on X. My clip, my face, my video. And I'm like, the internet really takes shit and run with it. You know what I'm saying? But like niggas who know me, like, yo, Josie, you crazy as fuck, man.
Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Josie, somebody's asking what your TikTok handle is. Somebody's asking what your TikTok handle is.
It's Jozeemo.
Jozeemo. Jozeemo, Mr. Jones. Appreciate you commenting and tuning in.
On all platforms, on everything, is Jozeemo.
I got a Durham question.
What's that?
Do people still talk about Pee Wee Matthews?
Nope. Listen, man. People don't talk about me no more. Listen, this younger generation, man, they don't give a fuck about nothing. There is no tradition. There is no like respect. Like it's a bunch of wild cowboys in Durham, man. Like so. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I love Durham from afar because I bought a house outside of Durham, right? But my grandson lives there. My daughter lives there. I go back, you know, I got homies there. But like, yo, Durham's different, man. Like, niggas different.
Yeah, Durham's a special place.
Yeah, man. Like, look, when I was younger, man, like, it was normal to walk everywhere with the strap. It was just normal. Like you go into the corner store, you take the gun. Because in East Durham, there's a street, Holloway Street. On one side of the street was Crips. On the other side of the street was Bloods. Like you literally looking at your like right across the street. It was really, really wild. So yeah, when I started having kids and shit, I was like, boy, it ain't no way I can let them do that shit that I was doing. I wouldn't get no sleep, like none at all. So I got the fuck out of there, man.
What's funny,
bro? I was wilding for real.
It's funny to me about Durham, man. You know, living in North Carolina for like years. They used to brush the Durham crime and shit under the rug, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know if it's because of the Ivy League school there or what. Like, I mean, we really didn't get no Durham news under the rug unless you know what I mean. We didn't get no Durham news. We would hear from other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wilding out there in Durham, but on the news, it's funny. I mean, even to this day, you can watch the news in North Carolina. They will skip past anything about Durham as far as crime. They'll talk about Charlotte, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Lumberton, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But they will always skip past Durham. I mean, is it just me or have y'all noticed that too?
I believe it's like that everywhere unless you're inside of Durham where you get that local right there, Durham news. But national shit be happening in Durham. You got to remember, nigga, Durham got Duke. Duke got some motherfucking juice. The president be coming to sit beside Coach K at the games, bro. This is Durham. You feel me? Like, so yeah. Durham definitely got some motherfucking juice. But what did expose us one time was, I don't know if anybody's familiar with that Welcome to Durham fiasco.
Yeah.
There was a documentary.
You were in it, right?
And it was all on the news, and it put the Durham violence and gang stuff on at the forefront. And like that was one of the things that got me hot before I went to the feds because I was a part of this shit. But for the most part, Big Duke, man, Big Duke. Shit.
And for those that don't know, Duke is right in the middle of the hood. Duke is in the hood.
Duke's right in the middle of the hood?
Man, all colleges, man, is in a, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, in the bad part of town. Like, you know what I mean?
If everything outside of once you go on campus, you're good. But as soon as you get off campus, you're right there in the West End. Like, as soon as you get off, you're going to see a crackhead. Like,
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
Like, boop, right.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, if you ain't been to Durham, Duke is in the hood. Duke is in the hood. It's like the White House, man. The White House is in the hood.
We got a question in the chat. It says, what is the difference between Durham, Raleigh, Chapel Hill, hip hop as far as style? Is there a difference?
Man, y'all might not like what I'm about to say right now.
Go ahead.
But what I found with a lot of North Carolina talent is that we really didn't have an identity for a long time. And niggas would try to piggyback off of what was hot. And unfortunately, a lot of people still do that. So we're South, we're East Coast. So like, I mean, I only respect originality. If you sound like a carbon copy, then like, you know, you might have some bars, but like, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's just where you're going to fall on the mid tier. But I can't really specify the style. I hate I can't answer your question more specifically, but you know, there's our hundreds of thousands of rappers in North Carolina, like so many. So, but the ones that don't sound like anything I've ever heard are the ones that stand out to me.
Yeah, because we came across a dude called Jay Swerve. You know what I mean? Like he's from Fayetteville, unknown.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dope. I mean, there's talent in North Carolina. Like,
and then we did Yagfu Front put us on to what's Vinny Dangerous? Who was that other cat, Mr. J? who was the other cat? There was a couple other cats. It was Juice Lord and
Juice Lord crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Shame Gang.
Shame
Gang.
Gang, yeah, Shame Gang, yeah,
Juice
that
Lord,
one,
Shame
yeah.
Gang.
We thought it was a crew, but that's actually one
It's
person.
one dude.
Yeah, it's one person. It's one person.
Yeah,
I fuck with Shame. I fuck with Shame. Juice Lord crazy. And
man, they dope. They all dope.
This nigga, if y'all might not have heard OC from NC.
Yeah,
The
OC
boy
from
crazy.
NC.
Yeah.
He's crazy too. So like, but yeah, Juice crazy. Like I can see Juice doing something, but I just he got to get away from here. You feel what I'm saying?
And that's the problem.
And that's a problem. But he got to get away from here. He got to get away from here.
That's the problem. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't got to go nowhere. We the only ones that got to get away from here. Even with J. Cole. I mean, J. Cole wouldn't have got on if he didn't go to New York.
You feel me? Like, listen, man. Like, this ain't no clout. This ain't no clout chasing. But like, J. Cole used to come to Paulie Snubnose beat battles. Paulie Snubnose from 21st Records was my manager, and this was back in the 506. So I remember, like, back then when he was just a little dude making beats, that man did have to go away to get some respect, to get it popping. Like, bro, like, and like I said, my movement was so organic because like all these niggas was coming with me was from the hood. The only thing that threw me off track is I got locked up at a show. When the feds got me, they got me at a motherfucking show, and it was fucking flooded. But like the support is different. Like it's non-existent pretty much. You have to get a cosign or like we don't fuck with you.
I mean, you got to get a big cosign. Like
big cosign.
I mean, you know, I mean, Cole got the whole cosign. So I mean, he's dope.
Petey
You know what I mean?
Pablo had Timbaland when he came out.
Who?
Petey Pablo had Timbaland when he came out.
I mean, but as far as cosign, I mean, that one of the biggest cosign. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying it's the big. I won't say it's the biggest.
I mean, no, it was a good one. Yeah, it was a good
Timbaland
one.
producing your whole album, that's a cosign, dude.
I mean, yeah, it's a good one, but you know what I'm saying? But as a rapper to be successful, in my eyes, is you need a rapper cosign.
Well,
not a
the only
producer
one who
cosign.
didn't need a cosign though to get on was the baby.
I mean, like no, he got a cosign by the Grim Reaper though, because he had to kill a nigga to get on.
Oh.
Yeah.
He had to kill a nigga to get on for real. Like that was his cosign.
Yeah. I mean, you had to check out the baby after you left. You know what I'm saying? You was hearing about his history.
Oh man,
you had to check him out.
And he blew up.
You know what I mean?
He didn't get signed to Aftermath until he shot a nigga, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, like my thing is like the cosign to me as an MC, your cosign has to come from a real big MC because I mean, just think about it. I mean, Q-Tip cosign Mad Skills. I mean, no diss to Mad Skills. You know, he went to school in Fayetteville. He from Fayetteville, Bonnie doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, but Mad Skills got co-signed by Q-Tip at the height of Tribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like, you know, Q-Tip was the man.
Right.
You know, but as an MC, if you want to be a rapper, I mean, being co-signed by a producer is good as far as like, you know, having great beats, but to be respected, you know what I'm saying? You got to be co-signed by the creme de la creme of MCs. And you know what I'm saying? Cole got, you know what I'm saying? He got co-signed by Hove. I mean, it don't get no better than that. And he's dope. You know what I mean? It ain't like he just got co-signed and he was whack. I mean, Cole is dope. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody can't take nothing from him. I mean, you know, all that hate, you know what I mean? Like, you know how North Carolina is, we just talked about that. Like, I mean, they hating on him now. Like, I mean, I hear so much Cole hate, and I be wanting to tell niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't even out-rap him. Battle him then. Oh, I wouldn't have did this, I wouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't doing nothing. So, you know what I mean? Don't talk about what you wouldn't have done, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But, you know.
So, I don't know if y'all spoke about it, but how y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about the apology?
We did speak about that. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
About it.
What was your views?
Me?
I think they were okay with it. I felt like it kind of made the city look bad.
I mean, fuck the city. The city don't like him anyway. So I mean,
yeah, but
I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the city.
It made, you know, I live in the city, so I mean, it made me look bad. It made me look bad.
Nah, man, it made nobody look bad.
I wouldn't apologize. That's the thing. You can't apologize once you put it out there. It's already out there. Other people done took the joint, they done reacted to it, duetted it on TikTok, whatever. It's out there. You can delete it all you want. It's out there, man.
I don't want y'all, like, I ain't to bring up something that y'all already touched, but like,
that's good.
You know what I feel like? I feel like when Cole did that, I feel like if Mike Tyson take a dive against Jake Paul. Y'all feel me?
Nah.
Cole could like Cole was
Yeah,
so
he took a
dope.
dive. He took a dive. Yeah.
I felt like Cole could
I
have
don't look at it
murdered
like that.
shit. Cole could have murdered. Cole is so fucking dope. They can't rap nowhere near close to him. And it's just like it was just rap. So like it's just like, you know, if you see Superman get punched in the mouth, like it's just, you know, it hurts your feelings. Like, but I understand, I respect him.
I will say that, okay, what is this like about 3, I mean, damn near a month later now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame him. Who wants to be a part of this shit? You got everybody, baby. You got Chris Brown, Quavo. You know what I mean? Like you got you know what I'm saying? You got Kanye jumping on the remix. I mean, I don't blame him. I wouldn't even want to be a part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you said, man, he'll rap all them niggas under the fucking table. I don't give a fuck what anybody say.
It will,
Kendrick,
bro.
you know what I mean? Kendrick, Drake, you know what I mean? But like I put a post up the other day and shit, you know, just to see. I was like, I said Drake is the GOAT. But you know what I mean? But see, Drake is built for this shit though. You know what I'm saying? He's petty and he's rich. He can spit. He can spit.
I think it goes back to what somebody said. Somebody told me J. Cole is still the therapist, his original rap name. So he wants to like sit down with these guys and be their friends and talk out the problems and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, I actually think that him
like when Little Pump dissed him, he doing an interview with Little Pump afterwards. Who does that? But a therapist.
No, I don't look at it like that. I look at it like a motherfucker. Like, look, I'm gonna piece it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I would fucking destroy.
Oh my gosh, man.
I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, look.
Talks when you call
like,
me out.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
world, nigga. I don't want to fight you.
There's no peace talks after you call me out for the whole world to hear.
I'm just saying, but I'm looking at it like, you know, come on, dog. I don't want to fight you, dog. Come on, man. You know, I'll bust your
they won't go fight. There won't go be no damn.
You know what I mean? Ain't no need for us to do this. You know what I mean? Because when I whip your ass, you gonna call the cops. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I mean, that's how I look at it.
That'd have been the worst fight ever, man, to watch.
I mean, that's just how I'm looking at it.
Kendrick versus Cole, that ain't no fight, man.
But I will say this right now. I guarantee you, you know what I mean? Kanye coming out, you know what I'm saying? Now people thinking they can just say anything to Cole. Watch him come out, man, and really destroy these motherfuckers and say what the fuck he really wanted to say.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I bet you that's coming. You know what I mean? Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Kanye ass want to jump in this shit, nigga, man. I mean, like, come on, dog. Like, you want to come in and talk all this shit all late. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a part of some shit to put your name out there on some shit like, I mean, come on, dog. I mean, to me, ain't none of these niggas fucking with Cole.
Everything is about some money right now, right? So like the more people talk about you, the more streams you get, the more traffic you get. So like, I'm not sure if all this shit is orchestrated.
Staged, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. Like, it's entertaining.
I saw something yesterday, I want to say, to where, you know, like it was like one of the little think tank shits, like maybe the record companies is okay. You already know that what was it like the first time in like what about 20 something years that there was not no #1 rap album? When was that? Wasn't it earlier this year?
Yeah. Earlier this year.
So you know what I mean? So they was basically saying like maybe the record companies got together like, you know, we got to boost up the sales of rap. You know, say that's the number one moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, maybe they orchestrated all this shit.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's buzzing now. I mean, come on. I mean, the beef has rap buzzing right now. So you know what I mean? I don't know.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, it is. But
to your point, you know, the baby just said somebody came out and tried to basically call him up and say, you know, hey, why don't we start up a beef?
I believe him too. He said it was he said it was a top MC, like not no regular person.
Yeah. I mean, some of these motherfuckers got to do shit to sell records nowadays with some of this trash they putting out. They got to have some kind of entertainment, some kind of eye candy going on or something.
But I don't think I even know what's dope anymore, because like I don't throw no shade on nobody, but like some albums, the masses or the Grammys feel like it's dope. I don't get it. I don't see it.
I don't either.
Hey, look, I don't watch the Grammys, but you know, I do watch like little snippets afterwards, you know, on YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I've seen 5 awards go to people. I mean, come on. You can't be that big.
No.
I mean, okay, for a person like me, I mean, I ain't just on hip hop.
Right.
But if you are a person just on hip hop, if you that famous, it's gonna come across your timeline. I mean, you're gonna hear about it some type of way.
Somewhere.
You know what I mean? They be winning awards. I'm like, who the fuck is this motherfucker right here?
Yes.
Winning, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a televised Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Not the ones they give out before the show, like or during commercials. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You winning a televised Grammy, I should know you. You know what I mean? I do music. I'm into music. I'm into all genres.
Man,
I should have heard of you. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, it's a.
I don't know, fellas, but we're gonna have to wrap this one up soon. We got a topic still to do, and I don't know if y'all got a last question you want to get in.
Nah, not too much, but go ahead and shout out your socials.
Yeah, any shout outs you want to do, Josie?
Once again, man, I want to shout out the homie Jack D. Frost, man. That's JACC Frost. Y'all go download his album, go stream it, whatever. It's white trash music. It's crazy. And of course your boy Jozeemo done made a feature on that thing. So of course, follow me on all social media at Jozeemo, JOZEMO, TikTok, fucking Facebook, fucking Instagram, fucking YouTube, all that, man. Follow me. Let's get it cracking, man. Holla at me for all this collabs or whatever, man. I'm outside. You feel me? I'm out here.
And I got one more question before you go. Are you doing stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I'm not doing stand-up comedy. It's all skit. It's all skit improv, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I really want to do the acting thing, but something gonna come across. That's why I keep doing this shit right here.
Well, we got Barry Williams down here making films every few months, so we could definitely link you in with that every time he does the casting.
I got a link with Trax too. Y'all know what it is.
That's what's up. Well, we appreciate you joining us, man. And you're more than welcome to come on anytime, man.
All right, I appreciate y'all having me, man. It's been wonderful.
All right, peace, Josie.
Right,
peace out.
Okay, fellas. So that was a very funny and interesting interview, man. I don't know if I laughed that much in any of our interviews yet.
Nah. We you know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but a lot of people don't have no personality, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should
say that. He said the baby got co-signed by the Grim Reaper. All right, well, we about to get into a quick commercial break. We're going to play the Underground Experience documentary official trailer, and we'll be right back.
It's gone from it being kind of gate-kept to being kind of closed off to now it's wide open. You know what I mean? Like from city to city, even state to state, it's wide open. The artists can really control their own destiny now. It really comes down to the business, and we're seeing a lot of the really talented artists in North Carolina really step into their own and create their own lanes and craft their own little niches.
We out here doing what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? Carolina shit, representing the underground scene. Carolina got a lot to offer. There's a lot of artists out here that y'all sleeping on. You know what I'm saying? Don't say you don't have no talent out here, because if you just stop for a minute, you will see. It's so much talent here. People got so much to offer. And all we try to do is just bring our talent to the people and bring it to life. You know what I'm saying? So, this is really important that we let the people know, Carolina's bigger than J. Cole and the Baby and P.D. Pablo.
All this cash, see the speakers glaring, the people staring like, where you get all that? Now I got a big old bag. Now I got a big old bag. Now I got a big old bag. It ain't like, where you get all that? Now I got a big old bag. Can't even fit all this cash. They smiling now while I'm wilding now. Like, yeah, I fit all that. What? Now I got a big old bag. Now I got a big old bag. Now I got a big old bag.
Be on the lookout. We do got a lot of talent, but I think even Josie said the same thing Yagfu said about what our problem is.
It's that hate.
the hate, and we don't got no identity still, really. And then we gotta leave out. Yeah, the hate is the big reason. I guess we gotta leave out to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
And that's fucked up.
You got to be a complete stranger in a new town and shit, and go make a name and shit.
Like I said, being that I be traveling a lot, man, you know, I've noticed that.
So we're gonna get into re-rating some of these Source 5 Mike albums. I want to pull this up on Google. I want to start with the top 50, the original 15. Is there any from the original 15 that y'all would like take out?
Yes.
Well, give me some ones that
as
you would
far
take
as
out.
as far as 5 mics.
Yeah, the original 15. I mean, the original 15 is People's Instinctive, Travels, and the
Yes.
Paths of Rhythm,
I hate to
Tribe,
say
America
it.
Most Wanted, Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em, One for All, Brand Nubian, De La Soul's Dead, The Low End Theory, Tribe Again, Illmatic Nas, Life After Death Biggie, Aquemini Outkast, Blueprint Jay-Z, Stillmatic Nas, The Fix Scarface, The Naked Truth, Little Kim, Trill OG Bun B, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye West.
I hate to say it, but when you got 5 mics, I mean, it should be based on lyrics, right?
Only lyrics?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you know, I mean, that's how I've always took 5 mics, meaning the lyrics in the album.
I would say production and lyrics, because if you got a whack beat, I'm gonna skip that shit.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, but it's still called 5 mics. So I mean, so this right here gonna be real tough. Then I mean,
my criteria would be,
I mean, mine is
how
mics.
many songs am I gonna skip?
I wouldn't necessarily say that, because you might skip because of production.
And that's
You know
part
what
of
I'm saying?
that's
Like,
part of a 5 mic album, your production. You said it earlier. Artists be fucking up because they picking wrong beats.
Yeah.
They
But
could
what
have
I'm
dope
saying
ass
is,
lyrics, but the beats be whack.
which makes this hard, because Tribe, you know, Q-Tip, one of my favorite producers. I mean, I can listen to a Tribe album and not skip because of the beats. You know what I mean? I'm a beat guy. But when it comes to like mics, like lyrics, you ain't never heard nobody say, "Yo, you heard that shit Q-Tip said," or "You heard that shit Fife said."
Like, yeah, let's rewind that. Yeah,
So,
let's
I
rewind
mean,
it. What'd he say? Rewind that.
Yeah,
What'd he say?
yeah.
Nah, you're
What
right.
he say? Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tribe got carried by their
So
beats.
you're saying Tribe, neither one of these Tribe albums are 5 mics, is what you're saying.
No. But if you add beats, then yes, it's 5 mics. It's more than 5 mics.
Before I say something,
But
I want to see, does Mr. J agree with you on this?
Uh-oh.
Tribe is in a class by itself as far as like lyrics and stuff like that. They are not super metaphorical, lyrical type people. You know what I'm saying? They're, I don't want to say vibe, but I mean, their whole thing is how they create an entire album, how they create an entire landscape for you to listen to.
Yeah.
So for them, for that album, yeah, I think that's a classic album.
But is it 5 mics? That's not what we're asking.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of classic albums that are 4 mics and 4.5.
Well, I wouldn't consider it. I wouldn't consider anything that's not a 5 mic album a classic album. There might be a cult classic. That's something different. You know what I'm saying? But
so
you don't.
Did you mean to say you should have said the other way? You don't consider an album a classic album unless it's 5 mics. Is that how you meant to say it? Because the other way is kind of
not
reversed.
Necessarily, because now you're getting into the rating system for them. They fell off at a certain point, so you couldn't really go by them.
Yeah.
The same way Double XL fell off. You couldn't really go by them. There's got to be a full width and breadth of material from front to back. That's no skips. That's my criteria.
Okay, if I'm going by
I agree with
criteria,
Trill though.
yes.
I wouldn't give the Tribes. I don't think the Tribes are 5 mics, in my opinion.
Because I mean, like you said, you know,
I need to seal up your inbox. Seal up your inbox.
I mean, me. I was going, you know, I was going off lyrics, but to me, all their albums are classics to me because I love all Tribes albums.
I still would call them classics.
Yeah, I mean
Even
they are classics. You know what I mean? And but I mean, you know, maybe I was wrong. I mean, I always looked at Five Mics as the lyrics. I never
Well,
looked
we
at it
don't know. We
as.
never know what the source was going off of, though.
I
That's
mean,
the
but
thing.
the source always had producer features in the whole thing too. Like, you know, like so.
This
I mean, to me, it looked like they was. I mean, I don't know, but they gave Benzino 5.
this
So
is how I look at it. If your production is
Zeno was
5
there.
mics, if your production is like 4.5, 5 mics, you're probably going to have be close to having a 4.5, 5 mic album.
yeah, and some of the 4.5 should have had 5.
Is there anybody else that you wouldn't agree with on this? I'm gonna throw one out there. Little Kim, The Naked Truth. I don't think.
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
gotta listen to no
Yeah.
Little Kim album to know that it's not 5 mics.
Classic
sorry.
album.
Especially not that.
The first album was a classic album, but it wasn't no 5 mics. Even though Biggie wrote it, you know what I mean? That goes to show you that Jay-Z can write you a rhyme, nigga, and it ain't gonna fucking goddamn beat it.
And I'm not saying this album I'm about to say next ain't not 5 mics, but I'm a little confused to why his other album was at 5 mics and they got Scarface to Fix. I wouldn't put that over the Diary. To me, the Diary is
Diary's first and then that one.
I'm off that because you know, I mean, I've never
so
been.
if the Diary wasn't like 5 mics originally, why was the Fix?
Never been a big.
That was kind of him coming into that New York space. He's working with Def Jam, so
yeah, they had like Jay-Z on there and shit.
Yeah, they automatically gonna go, okay, yeah, he's working with New York artists. Now we give him that New York push, New York clout. That's what we give him the 5
And you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Now that I don't have the audio mixer, I see what everybody was talking about. Your voice is a little bit auto-tuned, but it sounds better than mine when I had it.
Yeah, I mean, we work it out.
We'll work it out, though. We're going to figure it out, though. But
all this a work in progress, man. We're going to get it right.
So is that the only ones we got?
I mean,
like, what about
not original 15?
What about Outkast, Aquemini?
Oh, come on.
Is that their best album?
Yeah.
You think that's their best album?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that too. Yeah,
I might have to go with ATLiens.
Oh yes.
I might have to go with ATLiens as their
I'm
best
going
album.
with that one too. Yeah.
And that's what's weird for me. Like, how is this album 5 mics, but this other album that's better than it is not 5 mics? That's like an issue for me.
I like the ATLiens, but if I'm going to do that, I'd probably go back to the first album. I'd probably go Southern Player Cadillac Music. So, I mean,
that one too. That one is better too, I think.
But you know what I'm saying? That would mean they had at least two in the sash. So,
yeah.
But that's kind of crazy to me.
Okay, so we can't leave these out. So I ain't heard nobody saying about Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, Let the Rhythm Hit 'Em, Eric B. and Rakim, and
deserving. Yeah, I mean both of those. I mean, they deserve those 5 mics, especially America's.
What about
man? Go back.
One for All, Brand Nubian. Your already lets me know when you say
nah.
You like already know you like nah.
I mean, because you know, Sadat X. I mean, going back and listening to it now,
up in Raleigh.
You know what I mean? Going back and listening to it now, like, you know, Sadat X, like, you know, in the beginning, I didn't like nobody but Grand Poobah.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Going back 20-something years later, Sadat X was really, you know what I'm saying?
Have you listened to that album recently?
Yeah, man, my playlist is all old school and rock.
I listened to it just this last week.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, now going back, listen to Sadat X, man, come on, man.
You know what I think? Like, some of these albums got 5 mics for was the impact of their influence. The impact of their influence.
Or affiliations.
That's true too. Yeah.
Or affiliations.
Like Brand Nubian had a real big influence at that time.
When it came to Benzino. Or Dave Mays.
Oh, we're gonna pull up the Reddit comments we got too. So I get and Nas, Illmatic is Stillmatic. We agree on that?
I mean, I'm going with Illmatic as a classic. I mean,
Illmatic, yeah. I mean, Stillmatic.
5 mic, Stillmatic, 5 mic.
Stillmatic?
Yeah. That's the Jay-Z diss album.
So
Both Stillmatic and Blueprint are both 5 mics albums in the original 15.
I don't think
I wouldn't have gave Blueprint the 5.
Exactly.
Oh man,
I'm glad you agree.
Man, you crazy.
I just said that shit.
Reasonable doubt. Come on,
I
man.
told him,
Reasonable
yeah.
Doubt is
That
better
one
than
too.
Blueprint.
That one too. That one
Nah,
too.
man. Nah,
Reasonable
Blueprint.
Doubt is better than Blueprint.
I wouldn't have gave Blueprint 5
But I
mic
would have
album.
gave Reasonable Doubt 5
And
mics too.
if it was out now, then I would have gave 444 probably the 5
But
mics.
this is the thing. We're gonna get down there. We're gonna get down to the re-rated ones, and Reasonable Doubt is technically was re-rated and is now, if I'm not mistaken, is re-rated as 5 mics.
Who?
They had Reasonable Doubt got re-rated. It was originally 4 mics, but they re-rated it. It's 5 mics now. On the
I mean, that one should have been 5 mics, but
it should
Blueprint.
have from the get-go. Yeah.
I don't think Blueprint. Nah, Blueprint to me, nah.
I
It was
think
dope. I mean, Blueprint was dope.
Okay, what
but
about the Black album? That shit is
Nah.
flawless, man. I don't care what anybody
Man.
says. The Black album is flawless.
Man, the Dynasty album should have got a better rating.
The Black album?
The Dynasty album. I'm
You
trying to
don't
tell
listen
you.
to Jay-Z then, man. You ain't listening to Jay-Z.
I mean, he ain't up on my, you know what I'm saying, my
All
list.
right,
I mean,
so let's get into, oh, hold up. Is this the original 15? Okay,
Yeah.
no, let's get into
Reasonable Doubt.
let's get into the 4.5 mic ones that were re-rated as 5. I don't
What we
agree
got?
with some of these too. I got problems with this. All right, so
All
they
right.
got Breaking Adams, Main Source. So that would mean, did Main Source have one of the original 15?
no, that was a dope album, man.
Yeah, that was going on.
To me, that's one of my favorite ones. Now, if we're going off the criteria of across the board, not just, I mean, Breaking Adams, come on, dog, man.
You
Looking
know,
at
I
the-
love me
man,
some Extra P. I can't even
Man.
argue with you there.
and his production. I mean, look, dog. I remember I was 15, man. I wrote the words down to looking at the front door. I can recite that shit right now.
Yeah, I can't argue with you
all the
there,
way
man.
through.
I love
I'm just
some Main
saying.
Source.
But so yeah, that should have been 5 mics.
Okay,
If
well,
you-
Ice
if you
Cube
give
Death
try.
Certificate. Ice Cube Death Certificate. Are we saying Ice Cube's got 2 5 mic albums?
Nah,
Yeah, I think-
no. America's
I
Most
don't
Wanted.
think so.
I think
I give it to America's Most Wanted.
Was it I can't remember what's on the difference. I'm trying to remember what's on the difference.
I mean, America's Most Wanted, man. The Bomb Squad did their thing on the beats on that shit, man. You know what I mean? So, and plus,
All
you
right,
know,
let's see what y'all think about this one, though.
Ice Cube is lyrical, so yeah.
The Chronic, Dre.
Nah, 5 mics, no.
What do you got,
Chronic,
Mr.
Come on,
J?
man. Chronic got to be 5.
I got 5 mics on that bitch too.
5 mics.
Nah,
That is, there's nothing you skipping on that shit.
Flawless, man.
nah. Doggy Style,
Flawless.
I would give 5 mics.
Come on, the album that changed the game with the Sonics and shit. Come on, man.
No, Doggy Style actually changed the Sonics. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it was the Chronic.
Nah,
you better
nah,
go back
nah.
and watch you better go listen to
Okay, I'm
Jimmy
telling you.
Iovine.
I mean, he might be, you know what I'm saying, who he is, but
Said out his
to
own mouth
me-
that he heard that Chronic album, the Sonics on. He's like, he never heard nobody record no quality that good ever in his life. Not rock and
Okay,
roll or
but listen though, listen to the Chronic, then listen to
Yeah,
Doggy Style. Listen to Doggy Style now. Doggy
that's
Style changed
flawless
the
too.
Sonics.
That's flawless too.
Yeah. I mean that's what I just said. Doggy Style changed the Sonics.
But he had back-to-back flawless albums, Chronic and
Dog-
Doggy Style.
Was Doggy Style still? Was the source still out when they was ranking?
Yeah, but that was
Okay, so-
Dre.
so-
Dre
so
produced
what-
a lot
what-
of that too, and executive
So,
produced.
I mean, what did Doggy Style get?
We ain't got to that yet. Let me see. It was
But the
originally
Chronic,
rated
5 mics
4.
now.
Originally rated 4 and was rated later to 5 mics,
Yeah, deserving.
which it should have been 5 from the get-go.
Should have been 5.
Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers. Originally was 4.5. They bumped it up to 5.
Yeah, that should have never been.
Should have never been 4.5.
Should have been 5.
Okay, we talked about that. Like, I mean, first of all,
Classic. Come on.
it ain't. I mean, no, the album's a classic. So, I mean, are we gonna break it down, or are we just gonna go across the board? Are we just gonna be like beats and lyrics, because we can't go beats and lyrics with
You could
Wu-Tang
have your own
because
criteria. My shit is
I'm just
beats and
saying-
lyrics. Beats
there-
and
I
lyrics.
mean,
Come on,
there is no
where's the
way.
beat?
I mean, look, there's no way to go beats and lyrics combined when we still trying to decipher what the fuck them niggas said 25 years ago. Nobody know what them niggas was talking about. Come on, man.
Did you skip the song?
Come on.
Did you skip any song on there?
Oh yeah, it was a few I skipped, but I mean, but overall, you know what I'm
Then
saying?
it
Yeah.
ain't 5 mics probably in your
No,
view.
no, not me, but it ain't because I mean, but you know, it just depends. Like, I mean, it's hard to find an album that you
This
ain't gonna
is where
skip.
it gets tricky for me though. This is where it gets
But
tricky.
lyrics,
so-
hey, repeat a Raekwon shit to me and decipher what he said. You can't do it.
Okay,
Moving on.
This is where it gets
We need more time.
Yeah,
We need
moving
way
on. Yeah,
more time.
we need 20 more years.
Just to where it
I
gets
don't
tricky
need
though.
20 more years. I just need way more time.
I mean,
You
them
got-
niggas
That right now.
they had their own slang. Like they had a slang that nobody in New York knew. It was
All right,
just
so this where it gets tricky though. Only built for Cuban links was 4.5 and then got re-rated to 5. I have a problem with that.
mm,
You know why I
Why?
have a problem with that? Because that's to me not the best Wu solo.
I think
It
they
ain't.
had at least two.
I put Liquid Swords as the number one Wu solo.
Either that or Old Dirty Bastard.
So it's like, where's Liquid Swords and all this? He's not even on the 4 mics.
He should be on the 5 because that's one of my favorites. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's flawless.
Definitely
I
knows
think it's
skip.
flawless.
Lyrics is tight. You know what I'm saying? I think both of those. I mean, come on. How do you have? They don't even describe the Ghostface album and Raekwon album by its name. All you know is the purple tape.
Purple
When you
tape.
say the
Yeah.
purple tape, you know exactly what they're talking about.
That alone, I mean, like, yeah, I mean that right there
And
is
that
rare.
says Raekwon featuring Ghostface and Capadonna on the cover.
It's like what's that one Beatles album that they you know what I'm saying, like they describe as a color? What's it called?
It's the Black Album.
You know what I mean? I mean that's Beatles status. Like, I mean, yeah, that's a classic album. Yeah, that's a classic album.
All right, what about Ready to Die?
No question.
Classic, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
You give it 5 mics?
Yeah.
100%.
So Biggie got 2 5 mic albums.
Yeah, I mean the second one, I mean the double CD.
Has anybody ever done that? First 2 albums, 5 mics?
And a double CD as your second one. I mean, that shit is dope.
That's one of the original 15. That's on the one. I wasn't even bringing that up. There's no debating that, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, ain't no debate on that.
There's no debate in life after death.
Yeah.
I'll swing on some that shit.
Yeah, but I mean that shit is.
We ain't debating life after death, man. That shit is wow. Hit after hit after hit on that bitch.
I mean, he got so many classics on the first one. And the second one, I mean, that double CD, I mean, you know, he switched it up a little more. You know, it was more dancey and poppy, but it was just still dope. I mean, you still had some bangers. Yeah, you still had some premiere stuff on there and stuff like that. Yeah.
Kick in the Door. You still had
classics. I mean,
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you had some bangers on there, dude.
Yeah. Ain't nothing we can say about the big albums.
All right, let's keep it moving. Dr. Dre 2001. Chronic.
5 mics, no. Too many skips.
They had it originally.
They
they ain't too many skips. They ain't too many. Come on, man.
Chronic
2001, they ain't too many.
It's
I'm saying that front to back, but it's an arguable 5 micer because it's just kind of like, you know, it's the sequel. You know what I'm saying? And he's kind of in a different space on that one than he was.
It wasn't.
Production was bananas on there, man.
I mean, it wasn't better than the first Chronic.
It was. No, it wasn't.
Nobody's saying it was, but it was bananas, and he had a lot of features on there. Eminem was out by then with him, and you know, shit was looking pretty fucking good. I'm gonna say it could be. It might be 5 mics. They re-rated it to 5 mics. Now this is the one I gotta save the last 4.5 mic one. This one pisses me off. Infamous Mobb Deep, man. There's no debating this shit. This shit should have been.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Somebody
should have been 5 mics from the get go.
Somebody was high in that damn editing room.
Yeah, I don't know.
The writers, you know what I'm saying, or whoever, you know what I'm saying, like the listening section, like, you know what I mean, they must have had some cheap ass headphones. It was in the 90s, so ain't no telling. You know what I mean? They probably had some of them little small Sony headphones, you know what I'm saying, with the foam on them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
like,
know what they had, man.
Somebody won't listen to something right, for real.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what happened. They wasn't listening to Infamous. They was listening to Juvenile Hell or some shit. I
don't know what they was listening to, but they was not listening to that album. Trust me.
We got a few more to go through. We gotta wrap this up. We'll be here all night. Yeah. We got the 4 mic albums that got rated to 5 mics. You got Ghetto Boys, Grip It on the Other Level. Which one is that?
I don't know.
I don't know if I would agree with that one. I would agree that the one with what's the one with Buckshot Bill on the front cover with his eye out?
That's the first album.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah.
That shit was super dope.
in hindsight, going back and listening, because I really wasn't a big Ghetto Boys fan or Scarface, but being that I mean, I got XM radio in my car, so I'm listening to the Rock the Bell station, I'm listening to Shade 4-5 station and stuff like that. So I mean, I like listening to that because they'll just play random shit. You know what I mean? Like, and in hindsight, I'm starting to like a lot of their stuff because I'm hearing it more. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't my first choice back in the day. I mean, I've never bought a Ghetto Boys CD. I've never bought a Scarface
They
CD.
sleeping on the Ghetto Boys, yo.
I mean, but in hindsight, listening to the stuff, what I'm saying, that I listen to it, every day. I mean, I would give them a higher rating than what they got in the beginning.
And you gotta think the Ghetto Boys they were mainstream names, but they was independent. There wasn't a lot of mainstream names that were independent like the Ghetto Boys were back in them days.
Yeah.
I mean, they were basically doing what the majors were doing with independent dollars and marketing and shit.
I mean, then on top of that, they had a midget in the crew. Niggas wouldn't dare do that shit.
Yeah, they had the only midget in hip hop.
Yeah.
Can we call them midgets now, or do we call them dwarfs? Like, what's politically?
Hold on,
little person, little people.
Little people?
Bleep all that shit out. Yeah.
Little person.
Yeah. Paul called y'all dwarfs.
But we can't be stopped album. That was the album that.
Yeah. The first one.
That had mine's playing tricks on me and stuff like that. Yeah, that was definitely probably a good.
Well, then you got Doggy Style, which we said is 5 mics. The Scarface, The Diary, I would give that 5 mics over The Fix all day long. That album might be flawless, man. The Diary.
Doggy Style.
The storytelling on it is really amazing. This is where it's gonna get tricky. Tupac, Me Against the World. What y'all got?
Yeah, I'd go with that one.
Okay, that's the one with Temptations and all that on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah. Because
no. That
yeah.
Oh yeah. Against the World. Yeah.
And to me, Temptations, when it comes to songs, that's in my top 10 favorite songs of all time. I mean, I play that joint.
Old School, Death Around the Corner.
I play that at least 4 or 5 times a week.
Dear Mama, Shed So Many Tears.
Because he had Easy Mo B. I mean,
Mo B was killing the production on that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was the hottest thing smoking back in those days.
So I get that 5 mics too. It should have been not 4 mics, but 5 from the get-go.
The first album wasn't bad either, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
You already said Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z. So there's one more that was 4 mics that got re-rated a 5. The Score, Fugees.
Yeah, Score should have been 5 out the gate.
It should have been, Yeah. Especially as big as it was, just as big as it was, it had to be 5 mics, right?
And then you want to talk about sonically. You want to talk about sonically changing shit, man. Go back and listen to the score, man. Listen to that quality.
Oh, it was a really good quality.
Not even just the singles that it had on there. Not just but I mean the other stuff on there.
Yeah, I mean the B-sides, like I mean sonically though, you know what I mean? Wyclef, you'll say Wyclef doing his thing right now.
Yeah, so I definitely get that 5 mics. Now they got this one little last list I want to go through. I don't want to go through each one. I'm gonna this is albums that were not rated upon their release, but were later rated 5 mics in 2002. You got Run DMC, Self-Titled, Radio, LL Cool J, License to Ill, Beastie Boys, Raising Hell, Run DMC, Criminal Minded, Boogie Down Productions, Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim, By All Means Necessary, Boogie Down, Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, Public Enemy, Long Live the Kane, Big Daddy Kane, Critical, Breakdown, Ultramagnetic MCs.
Oh, wow. So they weren't wrong. So they re-rated all those 5s?
Yeah, straight out. I mean,
they rated them later because they wasn't.
Well, they weren't rated before. Nobody ever rated them. So then they went back and rated them, and they all got 5. You got Straight Out of Jungle Brothers, Strictly Business,
no miss.
The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, Straight Outta Compton, NWA. Yeah. One could do it better. DLC and All Eyes on Me, Tupac.
Hey, they didn't miss. Whoever did that, whoever re-rated that,
you agree with every last one of those.
Every last one of those. Ultimate, come on, man. Every last one of those, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So All Eyes on Me is 5 mics.
Yeah, I give that one.
I don't.
Yeah.
Give it 4.5, man. I gotta give it 4.5. There's too many skippables for me on there.
You sure you don't work for Benzino? I mean, hey, that whole list is 5. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say about none of that right there. So whoever did that, they should have been
So
working on the
both our
source back in the
DMCs,
day.
Beastie Boys, LL,
Oh man,
Boogie,
Beastie
no Boogie,
Boys,
that
man, come on. I
production.
mean, Beastie Boys' first album, man, License to Ill. Come on, dog. I remember getting that album for Christmas, man. When I was, man, come on.
I would argue some of these are 5 mics off of Impact a lot more than they were off of like Timeless. Because this is the thing. No, this is how I judge the shit, Trill. If you
I
want
mean,
to
but
know how I
you,
judge
you,
it.
you, but you got to think
When I
though.
play
I
that
mean,
Lenny Williams, when I play that Lenny Williams, Cause I Love You, and it still sounds timeless to this day. That's another thing I look at. When I listen to it to this day, is this shit, how did it age? Is it still sound timeless?
man, go back and play their first Beastie Boy albums. Go
Not
back. I mean,
everything
what? I
in
mean,
the 80s
well, I
was
mean,
like
what? I'm just
timeless.
saying.
Yo.
Well, I mean, well, we older, but I mean, I ain't that much older than you to where you know, say you
I'm
couldn't.
45.
You know, what I'm saying
I'm
the way you
45.
couldn't. I mean, but so what? You had to be like what 10 when the Beastie Boys came out? 9.
Probably.
I'm just
I
saying.
might
I
have been in
mean,
Panama. I might have been in Panama when they came out too.
go back and listen to it now, though. I mean, trust me.
I didn't
To
say
me,
they wasn't. I didn't say the
I mean, I'm
Beastie
just. I
Boys
mean,
wasn't 5 mics. You know, I'm
yeah,
gonna give them 5 mics because they're white boys.
yeah, of course, yeah, yeah, of course you are, Mr. Pickett.
You know, I'm gonna
But
give them 5 mics because they're white boys.
Yep.
And they the
And
first white boys. They're the first white boys. So I think they might have to get 5 mics just cause they're the first white boys.
yeah, and they held. I mean, they weren't
My
bad.
question is,
I mean,
speaking on that, since they're the first white boys, why can't the second group of white boys? Why didn't they Cactus album? Why didn't Third Base the Cactus album?
now they should have got 5 mics.
Third Base?
They were spitting. I mean, yeah, they should have got. I mean, they were better lyricists than the Beastie Boys. Way better lyricists. Way better lyricists.
What about the production?
The production was good. I mean, man,
It
look,
was
man.
good. It was
go
good,
back.
but I don't know if I would give Third Base 5 mics.
Sometimes you got to go back and listen to this shit, man. Like I said,
I'm not giving Third Base 5 mics just because they're white boys.
like I said, man.
Switching up the rules now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I have to go back and listen to it, but I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't a real big Third Base fan.
Me neither in the beginning.
I was more of an MC Search fan than Third Base.
Did Pete Nice?
Yeah. Pete Nice. You know, so I didn't like Pete Nice. You know what I'm saying, with the cane, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, even though back then, you know,
it was a gimmick, man. I don't care what he said.
Yeah, it was too much of a gimmick.
And they were trying to clown gimmicks, and that was a gimmick.
Yeah, back then you couldn't have no gimmick. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was the first. You know what I'm saying? He might be the first. You know, I think he fucked it up for white MCs after that. You know what I mean?
All right, was there any albums that we ain't named?
You know what I'm saying?
Any albums we ain't named that should be 5 mics?
I mean, that's hard to say because I don't know all the ones. You know, I don't know all.
I got one for you. Where's Rakim 18th Letter?
Oh man, that shit should be 5 mics. That shit was dope.
That's his best album ever.
Man, that's the best one right there.
It's better
dog.
than any European Rakim album he got.
I mean, but then again, I ain't gonna. But
I'm sorry, it is.
Man, but yeah, that shit is dope. I was living in Camel Terrace then when that shit came out. Right, bumping the hell out of that shit.
So we got some Reddit comments. Let's see if there was any. First comment is funny. First Reddit comment was is there any hip hop albums from the 90s that should have got 5 mics in the source but didn't? The first comment said Benzino was a clown. Somebody said Smith and Wesson only. They said shaking my head. Smith and Wesson only got The Shining. Only got 3 mics.
They did. I remember that shit now.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, that's crazy.
I mean,
right?
I don't know about 5.
No,
maybe
no.
a solid 4. At least a solid 4.
I mean,
at least a solid 3
so,
mics.
I mean, yeah. If we're going off the broad shit, like we said in the beginning, if we're going off the beats and all that shit, I mean.
Somebody said Outkast Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, man. I mean, it's a dope fucking album.
Yeah.
It's a dope album, yo.
I mean, yeah, this is a hard. I mean, we can go all night on this shit. Like, so
we ain't going to though.
I mean, because I'm just saying, like, I mean, because I can honestly say I really can't.
Okay, what about E1999 Eternal?
Who?
Bone Thugs.
Yep. Reflection Eternal.
Fuck no. You talking about Bone Thugs?
Is that Bone Thugs?
You said Bone Thugs?
You say E99 Eternal, or did you say Reflection Eternal?
Oh yeah,
Reflection Eternal or something else.
1999 Eternal. Is that Bone Thugs?
So that's Bone
Yeah.
Thugs, right?
That's one
Oh,
thug.
okay.
Yeah.
Now I won't give them 5 mics. What about
No.
Camp Low? What about Camp Low?
Five.
Uptown.
Hey, Camp
Yo,
Low,
that
shit,
shit
man.
at first.
Camp Low, yeah.
Yo, at
Dog,
first I wasn't
hey,
on that shit. I was not.
man.
I was like, what is this?
Man,
And then
that's
I
one of
started
my
to find out what they was
Wow,
doing with
dope.
this movie shit,
hey, Ski
and
Beats,
I was
man.
like, whoa, okay,
Yeah,
I see
shout out
what's
to
going
Ski.
on here.
Yeah, that's Ski Beats right there. I'm trying to tell. I mean, that's in my heavy rotation. I'm trying to
Yeah,
tell you,
and
dog.
oh
The whole
boy,
album.
what's
The
my
whole
man
album.
Geechee or whatever, Gucci?
Geechee Suede, yeah.
Geechee Suede.
Geechee Suede.
You know
One
what
of the
I'm
most
saying?
underrated rappers on the planet, yo.
I'm trying to tell you, man,
That
that
dude
right
can
there's in my
rhyme, yo.
damn, yeah. I mean, the
When
beats, I
he
mean,
flow, it's just
it,
so fluid. It's just a smooth, fluid motion.
it still sounds good, you know what I mean? And they won't gimmicks. I mean, them dudes is really like that, talk like that, dress like that, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I met them. They are exactly like that.
All right, what
Yeah.
about somebody said Black Star 3.5. They said I guess they should said it should got 5 mics. The Return of the Boom Bap. OC Jules.
5 mics.
Yeah.
Should have got 5 mics.
Yeah.
And his first one is damn near 5 mics.
Should have got 5 mics.
I mean, you got J. Rue the Damager, Wrath in the Math. Where's that at? Hold up.
That's one of my favorite
Gangstar
albums.
ain't got no 5 mic albums.
Who's that?
I can play.
Gangstar?
They don't?
I don't think so. I don't
None.
think they do.
Would y'all say Gangstar got a 5 mic
There's
album?
a full clip.
I might would say Moment of Truth is damn near a 5 mic album, yo.
Yeah, Moment of Truth should be a 5 mic album. If we're going off across the board. I mean,
Yeah.
you got DJ Premier, you know what I'm saying? That alone gets you
He
got
killed the
3.5.
production on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should
And
get
in the
3.5
features-
for him. You know what I mean? Shit.
Somebody says Styles of
Yeah, I
Beyond,
had to
man.
sleep.
Styles of Beyond 2004. Y'all remember them?
Who?
Styles of Beyond.
Oh, they were dope.
They were dope.
I don't know. I don't know about. I don't know about.
Uh-oh. The gun, Mr. J.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit. I mean, he's from
That's Cool Keith.
yeah,
Yeah,
Ocean
Cool Keith.
Magnetic. So
Ocean Magnetic.
yeah, that's Ocean
Okay, I
Magnetic.
got one more for y'all.
He's weird. He's weird, but he's been consistent on this shit though. He
I
done
got
dropped
one
a
more
lot
for
of
y'all,
albums.
Oh, no, two more. These is interesting. Okay, Black on Both Sides. A lot of people always talk about the Most Def joint.
Yeah, I give it.
I mean, not me. You know,
All right, here, let me throw this one though. I might have to give this shit 5 mics right here. Goody Mob, Soul Food.
Oh yeah.
That shit is dope.
I mean,
yo.
what did
That
they get
shit
though?
is dope.
What did they get in the beginning?
It doesn't say. Yeah, so there's a lot of albums that should have got 5 mics that did, and I would say out of the top 15, there was at least. I mean, we all agree on Lil' Kim at least, right?
Yeah. Ain't no way she should have got 5 mics.
Yeah.
Not for that one. Not for that album.
Yeah, not for that one. The first one,
I'm pretty
even though
sure
we know
it
she
was-
ain't writing. You know what I'm saying? The first one was dope. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, I will say that Lil' Kim's album is the first time.
Yeah, hardcore. Yeah.
Hey, look, I mean, that's the first time you heard dudes reciting a woman's rhymes. That's the first time. So I mean, yeah, the first one should have got 5. If it didn't get 5, it should have got 5. I don't know. But yeah. But that second one, no. But you know, it's all, you know, it's all opinion, perspective, and stuff like that. So ain't none of us wrong or right.
I think we got it right with the Lil' Kim, though. I think we right on the Lil' Kim.
Oh yeah, we definitely right on that shit.
Yeah. I think with that one we're right. There's no right or wrong with that. Lil' Kim she ain't got no 5 mics. Yo.
we got that one right. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything y'all want to shout out before we go? And I'm actually gonna run a Dizzle commercial before our outro too.
Well, nah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody watching. That's about it. Shit, I can't wait for tomorrow. You know, Saturday is my favorite show.
Oh yeah, we got about y'all. Oh, that's right. Y'all tune in tomorrow too. To everybody that's tuning in right now, man, appreciate it. And don't forget, we're gonna download this. I'm gonna run it on some of these other accounts we ain't run it on. We'll rerun it, and we got about 16, 17 songs to review tomorrow 5 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget, you can submit your music at livefromfayettenam@gmail.com. If y'all don't know how to spell Fayettenam, Google it. All right, let me get a quick Dizzle commercial. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm forgetting Jay. Go ahead.
Quick shout out, you know what I'm saying, to y'all. Shout out to Artists Connect for my write-up. My write-up is running on IG right now. And I'll probably be reposting that within either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, boy.
TikTok and my Facebook about, you know, everything that's going on. And my joint one heartbeat away. So shout out to y'all as well. We can keep this moving.
Word.
All right, we're going to get a quick Dizzle commercial, and then we're going to hit y'all with this outro. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Peace.
Where's my Dizzle?
Tropical trick.
Me and my team, whenever we link up, they wanna be drink up. We sit down and relax and have few glasses when there's things to think about. Like I'm nice with the boss when I tend to the bars and I'm not talking drink ups. So tell the bartender that's tending the bar to please pass me a big cup up. And tell that waitress is waiting on us to put a little ice in it. Now watch the ice become weightless like the spaceships that I be sitting in. No wait and listen, no they're waiting for that tropical twist that'll tickle your taste buds. Now taste some. Yo, I insist it's the Dizzle.
Beats by Trill, straight Killerville, dog. Beats by Trill, straight Killerville, dog.